Good morning and welcome back to Daily Glow. Today we're going to do possibly a shorter reading. We'll see how this goes. I have 3 piles for you to choose from today, and our topic for today, I didn't know exactly how to say this, so it'll be interesting to see how I decide to title this, but this is a response to a viewer request, and she said, can you do a reading about the husband's point of view about the wife, me, during daily life moments? And I kind of love that. I love that. If you guys have ideas for readings for me, I really love it when you put your ideas in the comments. And if it feels intuitively right and it resonates and I kind of get the green light from my spirit guides, then I will go ahead and do your reading, okay? So this one really resonated, so I'm definitely doing this one. So we have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1, your card is Lavender. And your stone, your crystal, is the beautiful Optical Calcite. This is also called Icelandic spar. Optical Calcite calms the mind and also is a powerful amplifier of energy. It enhances mental clarity, it cleanses energetically, it enhances spiritual insight, perception. It helps you to see the hidden truth and can enhance psychic abilities. And pile 2, you have Dandelion. And your crystal is Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is associated with courage, confidence, focus, powerful protection against negativity, and also can be used as an amulet against the evil eye or even curses. It's used as a talisman for wealth and luck. It is supposed to help with willpower, clarity, motivation, and action. It's very powerfully grounding. Okay. And pile 3, you have the Oak card. And your crystal is Smoky Quartz. I love this Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is very, very grounding. It helps you to feel fully present in your body. I call that embodied, and fully at home on earth. It calms anxiety and clears negativity very powerfully. It's very protective. It is also associated with wealth and abundance. It helps you to get your life in order. So that's Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is actually related to true citrine. Yeah, not heat-treated citrine, which is an amethyst, but true citrine is just sort of a lighter or more yellowish color of smoky quartz. They're actually kind of the same thing, just a little bit different colors. Okay, these are your 3 piles. Pile 1, Lavender, pile 2, Dandelion, and pile 3, Oak, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. If you chose the Lavender card and the beautiful Icelandic spar Optical Calcite, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at your Lavender card real quick. That's number 15, and the number 15 could be of significance, potentially. Okay, so this is 15, Lavender. This is the beautiful Magickal Botanical Oracle. I'm just going to read this real quick. I won't take too long. This card, this herb, is associated with the planets Mercury and Jupiter. So those are the signs of Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. You don't have to have those signs though. These are just signs that could be associated with the herb lavender. Lavender spirit medicine is said to bring calmness, politeness, and perspective in any situation. It creates a tranquil pause, allowing you to gather your strength and resources. It helps you to see the greater spiritual perspective through profound peace. It helps to deal with nervous tension, exhaustion, anxiety, and helps you to meditate and regain your strength. Beautiful. Lavender lets us know that we can pause and center ourselves for any task before us so that we can approach it with a clear mind and a tranquil heart. And that fits also with our optical calcite, which lends clarity and truth. Okay. I'm so excited. I don't know exactly what I'm doing as far as this reading goes. This is new, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but let me see. I have a number of decks here. Let me see. I'm going to start with, I always start with an energy check-in now, so let's do that. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with an energy check-in. That will help you to know if you chose the best pile. Hmm. You have a very deep connection. It's deeply healing and hard won. Hmm. And there's something about alchemy. Okay, for some of you, your love story with either your spouse or future spouse is something about coming back to something, um, or possibly something that you tried to leave behind, but you came back to it. Um, there may be like a dream connection, or there's a very like 5D connection. There's something secret or secretive about it, but that might just be that like a lot of the connection that you have with your spouse or future spouse is like happening like on a dream level, like like there's so much happening under the surface. That's what it is. And the Temperance card is about alchemy. So is there's a lot, yeah, there's a lot happening here energetically. And there could be an awakening. But nobody would notice that, or like it's not clear. It's not clear to others. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, roses or flowers could be a sign for somebody. For some people who are watching this who are already married, you could be expecting a child. But I have people who are watching this who are already married, and I have people who are watching this who are not. And some of you have a secret admirer, and some of you are seeing someone who that is probably your future spouse. Yeah. So these are like signs or like indicators depending on where you are at. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's a lot of cards. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, regardless of which group you fall into, you are heading for a new beginning in your connection and in your life. You may be someone who comes across as very reserved or very logical or very practical on the outside, but on the inside, like with your family and with your close friends, you're actually very sweet and soft and very family oriented. Or, when I say family, that can be like your friends who are like family to you. Um, but you, my viewer, probably have sort of a little bit of a tough exterior or like a very reserved or logical or practical exterior, but you're actually really sweet. Um, This could be somebody who you met like in a professional capacity potentially. That's for some of you, or if not, then you work together with your spouse in some way. Like you have some sort of project or something that you would be working on. But in some area of your life right now, you feel restricted or confused, or you don't know which direction to move in, or you don't feel like you can do what you want to do. And your response to that is to be careful and strategic and try to be practical and try to build your security and stability so that you can do more of what you want to do. So that's what I'm picking up on in your energy right now. That's your energy check-in. So if that resonates, then let's go ahead and see. So for those of you who are currently married, then this is, what does your spouse, what does your wife or husband or spouse think of you? What do they think about you and how do they perceive you during those everyday moments? And if you are not married, then this can be looking at a future time when you are. So I'm going to be speaking in the present tense. Um, but yeah, if this is your future spouse, then it will be a future that I'm tapping into. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can get. Hmm. Mm, no, we can start then. Mm, hmm, okay, no. Okay, so they guided me to go get my Christmas time tarot, which is weird. Um, no offense. But I had put this like deeply, deeply into the back bottom, like most inaccessible stacks. I have so many tarot and oracle decks, you guys. I have over 100. And I put these way far away because why on earth would I need these for months? But this is the deck that they want me to use. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I will put this. It has taken me so long to do this reading. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with morning time. Yes. So in the morning, when you are waking up, what will your future spouse be thinking about you, and how will they be perceiving you? Aw, that's so sweet. Hmm. I'm thinking about how to say this. So, okay. So they really admire you and they really enjoy your energy. Um, and you don't have to, like, okay, like say if you are a woman or if you're more in the feminine, they really enjoy your energy and your presence and how you look, even when you're not dolled up, you're not wearing makeup, you're not like fancy or anything, like you're just like you maybe have like your bedhead hair or whatever, and you're just waking up, like they really enjoy that. They really like your authentic energy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And they find you to be radiant and yeah, they just really enjoy your presence. They also enjoy your friendship. Oh, okay. They find you to be very healing. They find your presence to be very healing, and they really like to be close to you. Yeah. But they also respect your space. Yeah. They definitely really enjoy like sleeping near you, sleeping next to you. Yeah, it's a very balanced energy. They enjoy cuddling with you and being close to you, but they also will give you space and like, yeah, it's very balanced. They're not like clingy or anything. And this is also that alchemy card again, too, I think. Is it? I don't know. Oh, yes, but they are cuddly. Oh, that's cute. Oh, mm. I think that could be like one of their favorite times is probably like cuddling with you in the morning. And they're very, very attracted to you. And it's a time when they feel very connected to you. And they're also very generous with you too. Oh, yeah, they will really prioritize you in the morning. So you will feel very important to them. And it's a special time when you two might take a few extra minutes to connect with each other before you start your day. Yeah. And it's very clarifying and it helps you start your day like on the right foot, I guess, or like, yeah, I don't know, something like that. It gives you clarity and it helps you balance your energy. And then, yeah, balance. It helps you balance your energy. There's a very healing energy between the two of you. And this all starts like before you even like leave your room in the morning. Your future spouse or your current spouse is really, really attracted to you. They find you incredibly attractive, like in your raw, authentic state, like in your in your bedhead, just normal, whatever state. Yes, they find you very attractive. And they like to do things for you. Yeah, but they really like to cuddle, but it also could be more than that. Mhm. Yeah, this miracle card is very similar to that star energy, and they just find your energy to be like real life magic in their life. Like they just absolutely love your energy, and it's an energy that they can meet and amplify. Like you two together, that's why it's not draining. They're not feeding off of your energy. They're meeting your energy with their energy. And it's really magic. You guys really have like beautiful energy together. Okay. So let's move through the everyday day. Let's see what else we get. Hmm. Aw. When you guys are getting ready for your day, you are discussing. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I was going to say that you're discussing, but actually, no, I don't think so. I think that you are being romantic with each other when you're getting ready in the morning and you're saving any kind of discussions or like serious conversation for later. And it's really just about getting ready for your day, probably getting coffee or if, tea, whatever you guys do. Um, yeah, so you're not really like talking, discussing, or planning a lot in the morning when you're getting ready for your day. That makes sense. But you guys work really well together and it's very romantic. You guys are like romantic first thing in the morning. That's what I'm getting. And you work, yeah, so you work really well together. And I feel like if you were the person who is used to feeling like you're doing everything in the morning, like that's not the case in this relationship. Like, um, they would definitely like they would help like they would help make the coffee or they would help feed the dog or like whatever has to be done in the morning, like it wouldn't all be on you. That's what I'm seeing. Like you guys are working together to get everything done. Yeah, it's a very like us against the world kind of a feeling. Okay. Yeah, you two are very deliberate and intentional. There's a lot of self-discipline here. There's like a sense of holding back. Like even if there was something important that you wanted to discuss, like you wouldn't bring it up in the morning, like you wouldn't bring it up before coffee or whatever. That's interesting. Aw. But you're prioritizing your connection. Yeah, you're prioritizing your romance and your relationship. So that's so interesting. So it's not like you would be ignoring things. It's like you're very deliberately saving them for later because you have, I don't know if it's like a routine or you just have like a system or whatever. Yeah, but you two are like very in love and strongly prioritizing each other and your relationship. And you're very intentional about how you live your life. Like it's very deliberate. You're not living. This is interesting. I need to tap more into like what your spouse is thinking about you, but I'm just finding this dynamic to be very interesting. Like this is very interesting. Hmm. You know what it's giving? Oh my gosh. It's giving like um Gomez and Morticia Adams. Like it's very romantic. So, you know how Gomez Adams is like so into Morticia Adams? That's what it's giving. That's what it's like. Yeah. Hmm. So that's how they're thinking about you in the morning when you guys are getting ready for your day. Yeah, your spouse or your future spouse is like completely smitten with you. And it's really cute. Yeah, and then it's like you guys are waiting for later. It's like in the morning, you're just doing the work of getting ready for your day and making sure that, I don't know, they're like romancing you, but it's mutual. Like you guys are like romancing each other. It's cute. And then you're like waiting for later. Like this is waiting. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, and the bottom of the deck we have the child, which is the Fool card in this deck, but it's like a child waiting for Christmas, like a child waiting for Santa to come. You guys are freaking adorable. What the heck? Hmm. Santa. What is it? Waiting for Santa. Yeah. Aw. Okay. 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 Let's see. When you are like cleaning up or straightening or doing everyday mundane things like that, what is your spouse thinking about you? And what's their point of view? Hmm. They really appreciate what you do for the family, but they actually feel a little bit guilty when they see you. If they see you like working around the house, like if they see you like straightening up, cleaning up, doing chores or anything like that, they actually feel a little bit guilty. I wasn't expecting that. Um, especially if you're cleaning up after them. That's so funny. Yeah, then they feel bad. Hmm. Yeah, because I think like straightening up or cleaning up or that sort of thing is like not really a priority to them. Hmm. And they wish it wasn't a priority to you, but at the same time, they appreciate having like a nice clean house. So they accept this. They also respect it. Um, but I don't know. It feels like they might have some sort of hang up around that. Because they think that you're really smart and they think that it's almost like they think that cleaning the house is like beneath you or something. Hmm. It could even be a potential source of like some minimal amount of conflict. Like it could be a disagreement. Mm-hmm. They need to take ownership of their own mess. That's a thing. Yes, their individual mess. Okay. Because I feel like on one hand, it's like you shouldn't be cleaning up after them, but on the other hand, they don't notice it and you do, and it bothers you, and it might not bother them, but it bothers you, and you want to live in a clean, neat house. And then you start cleaning it up, and then I don't know. Yeah, that actually seems like that could be a little bit of a thing. All right. All right. I have a list of different everyday things that I want to like check in on and like see what are they thinking and what's going on with that. So let's see. How about when you guys are eating together or having a meal together? Let's see what comes through with that. What are they thinking about you? This might be somebody who could be kind of tuned out during the day. I'm starting to see that. It's like they're like super connected to you in the morning, and then after that, they might be sort of mentally absent. Like this person might be on their phone during meals. Sometimes. Yeah. Mm. It's yeah, so this person may have some sort of job as like a manager or a leader or um yeah, some sort of leadership position. And also, your future spouse is very logical or very practical, or that's interesting because you are too. But so you guys are a good match, of course. But they probably get much more lost in their head during the day. And like even during meal times, oh, they really love you a lot. But yeah, they're not always paying attention during the day. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, if you want their attention, you'd have to like deliberately get their attention. Like if you, yeah, they probably are on their phone or on their computer or literally working on something like during meal times. That's what I'm seeing. But if you asked them or if you said, "Hey, can we just have can we have a dinner with no phones tonight?" Like they would do that for you, but you'd have to like specifically request it. Okay, but so then I was like trying to see like what's their point of view of you and what are they thinking of you, but they're not. Like they're focused on their own thing. But if you asked for their attention, they like just really love you a lot. Like they really love you a lot and you're like their person and you're like really important to them and they're really in love with you. They're just like really focused on other things a lot of the time. Yeah. This person has some sort of Position or even potentially multiple positions in which people, um, wow, even multiple positions, yes, where people rely on this person. This person could be a teacher or professor, but they have some sort of position of authority and they have like multiple things going on. Hmm. They could also work in some capacity where they're like managing crises. They could be on call, potentially. Mhm. And having you in their life, it helps to bring them a lot of balance. Yeah, because there you are bringing balance. Aw, yes, and grace. Yeah. So you have a lot of grace and patience with this person, which they need. Like you understand them, which is really sweet. Yeah, but this person may not always be. That's so funny. That actually reminds me of a meme. There's like, I think there's a meme where the the woman in the meme is they're like lying in bed or something, and she's wondering like, what is he thinking about? And he's not thinking about anything at all. Or he's thinking about something stupid. But my point of bringing that up is they're just your future spouse or current spouse is not really thinking about you that much during meal times. So don't come for me in the comments, guys. I'm just telling you honestly what I see in the cards. Okay, let's move on to the next one. But yeah, okay. But if you needed or wanted their attention, you could get it. Okay? Okay. Um, okay, tell me about when you guys are driving somewhere together. Oh, that's funny. That could be potentially another source of conflict. Or if you're driving, they find it stressful. They find your driving stressful. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to read what I'm getting. Yeah, it's possible that they might prefer being the driver or they might prefer driving you. Yes. Okay. But this is more so, I think this is more so if you are in the feminine. If your spouse or future spouse is a man or more masculine, they prefer driving. They like to drive you. But when you're driving, it really stresses them out. Why does it stress them out so much? Why? Maybe you're speeding? Are you driving? Or I don't know. Or you're going slow. Hmm. I'm not sure why. They don't like the speed that you're driving. It's either too fast or too slow. I might be pulling different scenarios here. Like if you're following all of the rules of the road, that's bothering them. And if you're not following all of the rules of the road, that's bothering them. Like however you're driving is bothering them. Oh my God. Okay. That's so funny. I thought you guys had like this really, really sweet connection when we were at the beginning of the day. It's really going sideways. Okay. Well, then how do they feel when they're driving you? and you're just being a pretty little passenger. Oh, yes, they like that very much. That makes them feel very romantic and happy. Yes, they like driving you around. That's cute, I guess. Aw, yeah. Yeah, they just really they like doing things for you and they like driving you and they like being with you. I don't know, it just makes them happy to be like going to a party or going to see friends or going to see family or going to a date or going to, I don't know, grocery shopping or whatever it is. Hmm. Aw, joy and gratitude. Hmm. That's so funny. They like to feel like they're taking care of you and that you trust them, but it doesn't really go the other way, does it? Hmm. Okay. That's funny. That's so different than when you're driving. This is a funny topic. Thank you for suggesting this. Okay. All right. What are they thinking about you, or how do they perceive you when you're working or reading or concentrating on something? They think you look really cute when you're concentrating on something. Like you could even look potentially kind of childlike when you get really absorbed in a task or a focus. Wow. Yeah, they actually really attracted to you. Yeah. When you're really, really absorbed in your work, they think that's really cute and sexy. Hmm. You might be really good at navigating difficult situations. You could have some kind of work where you are handling difficult situations or I don't know, like the storm. Um Maybe you're very brave or I don't know what it is. Whatever it is you're doing for work, you just work really hard and regardless of like how difficult the task is, you just increase your efforts until you can achieve your goals. Like you're very committed to your goals, like incredibly committed to your goals. And so you get very, very absorbed in what you're doing to the point that, I don't know, they think that you look even like hmm, you might make like funny faces. Like, what am I trying to say? Like while you're working, you might bite your lip or you might stick out your tongue a little bit or something silly. Like it's something silly. Like you're making silly faces when you're really concentrated on your work. and they think it's really cute. But at the same time, they're also really attracted to how hard you work and how, yeah, yeah, they're really in love with you. It's really cute. And also it affirms for them, like when they see you sort of like really absorbed in your work. You both are kind of like that. Like you both get very absorbed in your work or whatever it is you're concentrating on. And so it affirms for them that they made a good choice, marrying you. And yeah, but they find you very distracting. And once again, you also might be dealing with crisis situations or something, or um, you're just very good at managing difficult situations, but also they find you very distracting and they're extremely attracted to you. They're like, wait, let me drop everything that I'm doing right now. Like that kind of distracted. Like they would change their plans for you in that moment. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what they're doing, but I could see them like making a call and being like, yeah, I have to reschedule. That's so funny. So it seems specifically like seeing you concentrating or seeing you work is like specifically a turn on for them. Or studying, it could be studying. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Even especially like, okay, if they see you really concentrating on something, or you're studying something, or you're reading something, it just makes them feel really, really attracted to you and amorous and like romantic. And so they won't always like act on it, of course, because things need to get done, but it just makes them feel like they're in the right place. It makes them very happy and makes them feel like you two are a good match and makes them feel loved. And even if you're like so focused on something that it is almost like stressing you out a little bit or like keeping you up at night or something, like they find that very endearing. And also, I think you two are kind of similar in that way. Like both of you are people who could really get lost in your work. So they find it relatable and cute. Okay, what about at the end of the day? You two might get home at different times, or yeah, somebody might travel a lot. Yeah, one of you may travel a lot for work. And so when you're not there or when they're not there, depending, they really miss you. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely there's times when you guys are not together. And so you're very independent and it feels like you are alone a lot of the time. Like this is separation and this is like being independent and solitary. But you guys call each other. You would call each other. So if you're not together in the evening, then you would call each other and talk on the phone. So if they are there, then when they get home or when you get home, oh, when you get home, they're very excited to see you. It's really cute because they missed you. You guys are really excited to see each other, whoever gets home. But if they are there in the evening when you guys are getting ready for bed or ending your day or whatever, you two might be pretty independent, but you might be going to bed at different times. Mm. Um, yeah. But sometimes you will talk in the evening. Yeah. So either you'll talk on the phone or you'll have conversations with each other at the end of the day if they're like in person, if they're home. Yeah, and you'll talk about everything and sort of that's when you'll work everything out and talk about everything. Oh. So, okay, so there's a period of time that so there's different scenarios because sometimes they're not home and then or you're not home and then you guys will talk on the phone and catch up. And that happens a lot because somebody travels, possibly both of you do. But if they are there, then in the evenings, you guys are talking a lot more about your feelings and you're just talking about everything, but you're really like more open with each other and like more open-hearted with each other. And this is when they're giving you like their full and undivided attention, like during these talks that you guys have in the evening. And then you catch each other up on everything. And you're also very truthful and transparent with each other. Like you're just telling each other everything about everything. And then if there's any sort of issues or disagreements or any sort of conflict, which we have seen come up already in this reading, this is when you would discuss it or work things out. And then also you might have romantic time with each other, definitely. But then I see too that you may not go to bed at the same time because sometimes you guys are on different schedules. Like sometimes you're like the timing of your day may not necessarily sync up. Yeah, depending. Okay. But it's interesting because your spouse will turn all of their attention to you and be very sweet and romantic and thoughtful and caring and compassionate and hold space for you and like they truly love you. But then they can turn their attention to something else. Like it's like then they're like just gone. It's interesting. Hmm. So I don't know if you were watching this reading, like wondering like what they're thinking of you. Like they're so in love with you. But it might not always seem like that in every moment because they have a lot on their mind. And it seems like they can kind of compartmentalize. I'm kind of seeing that. Yeah, you are used to it or will get used to it, but they can have like different moods or different modes of being. And also, I think that you guys like to read in the evening. Hmm. Yeah, but you enjoy it. You like how they bring different energies at different times. Hmm. You really like how goal-oriented they are. Both of you find it really sexy that you both are like really focused on your work. That's why you don't mind it when their attention isn't always like on you. Yeah, and they see you that way too. Like they really admire you and they see you as that's so funny though, because like they see you as really, really capable and they really admire you, except apparently when you're driving. I'm not over that. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. All right. Any last messages? Let's see. Or is there anything else coming through for pile one? Hmm. Are there any other scenarios that you want to bring through for pile one? Yes, the driving thing was kind of crazy. Okay, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Mm-hmm. Aw. Yeah, you guys really connect like at night, like in more than one way. Because it's when you're like close to each other and soft with each other. Yeah. And the thing is that you both always do prioritize each other, even if it doesn't look like that in every moment. Because if you needed their attention, you could just tell them and they would turn their attention to you. But your future spouse or your current spouse, your spouse is somebody who, like a lot of people need their attention. And you understand that and you like that about them. And it may go both ways, possibly. Yeah. And you guys do create some time when you have limited all other distractions and you're really just listening to each other and you're really just putting your attention on each other. But I think outside of those times, your spouse probably is not thinking about you that much because they just have a lot of other things on their mind. But they adore you. Yeah. And they want to be there for you, like in whatever way you need. And they want to be like not only a good spouse and a good lover, but like a good friend to you also. Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, that's all I'm getting for you, pile one. Thank you so much for co-creating this reading with me. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I can't wait to hear, like, does this resonate? What do you think? Are you a bad driver? I I just want to know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you in another reading, okay? Welcome, pile two. If you chose the Dandelion card and the Tiger's Eye crystal, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out, what does your spouse or future spouse think about you during like everyday moments. What's their perspective? What's their point of view of you in everyday moments? But let's start with an energy check-in for you. That actually, wait, we're going to do an energy check-in in one moment, but let's read about the dandelion real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time reading about this, but let's see what we get. Ooh. Dandelion. This is the beautiful magical botanical oracle. Okay, so the signs associated are Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo. You don't have to have one of those signs, okay? Those are just the signs that are associated potentially. Dandelions hold a special childhood magic for so many of us, with images of making wishes on their puffball seeds. But their name comes from a French name that means lion's tooth. And they are associated with health, wealth, prosperity, and success, helping us to ground our dreams into reality and manifest our goals with a tenacious nature, growing even through concrete, sort of, teaching us to never give up. Also to be playful and to be not afraid to shine. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see. This is your energy check-in, pile 2. This helps you to know if you are in the right reading. Okay, so you manifested your perfect divine counterpart, or that's what you're doing. Maybe you're focusing on that right now. If you are in the feminine, you are focusing on calling in your perfect divine masculine and having that beautiful romance, that beautiful committed love, that marriage that you are dreaming of. So you're actively manifesting that. And if you are already married, then that's what you manifested. But if you're in the masculine, then you are deliberately creating your life. You're like embodying like the emperor archetype is like in control of your life, and the magician utilizing every resource to create exactly what you want. And you either have met or will soon meet. So I don't know where you guys are on the timeline. Yeah, but you have met your perfect person. Okay. You also are experiencing a period of time when you are thriving financially, and or you may have just, you may have just bought a house or made some sort of large purchase, or you may have had some sort of windfall. Yeah, and your work is going really well. You're very skilled at something and you're achieving um like recognition for what you do. You're also achieving your goals, but you have more bigger goals, which you are still working on manifesting. You have lofty ambitions, I think, pile 2. That's what I'm seeing, but you're also very successful. And you're not afraid to dream. Like you have big ambitions and big goals and big dreams. And you are taking responsibility for achieving those things. And you have achieved some things, definitely. Anything else for the energy check-in? Yeah, you're definitely really feeling good about where you're at right now. You feel like there's no limit to what you can achieve because you have been amazing yourself. But you feel like the next step in your life, hmm, some of you may be doing some sort of cleanse, or you might be on some sort of fitness kick, or you're on, yeah, you might be doing some sort of like cleanse or detox or something like that. Or you might be even on like a social media cleanse or something like, mm, and wanting to connect more with. So, okay, so if you don't have that person in your life yet, or you're not like married yet or something, then you're wanting to like deepen that connection. Or if you haven't met that person, you're wanting to manifest that to have that sort of love connection come into your life. Or if you're already married, then that's somewhere where you're wanting to put more focus next to deepen or um yeah, or like refocus on that, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that's your energy check-in. Aw, on the bottom of the deck we have the lovers. So yeah, either you are in love, you are married and in love, or if not, then I think you will meet your person soon, or you may have just met your person. Now I'm going to switch to, this is so funny. My guides wanted me to use the Yuletide Tarot. Where is it? Yeah, specifically, which is a deck which I had really put very far away. Okay, because when I'm recording this, this is a timeless reading, but when I am recording this, it is spring. So it's kind of funny to be using my Christmas deck, but it's a good deck. It has good depictions of everyday life. Hmm. Okay, a song is coming through. It's Beige by, I think it's called Folklore, Beige, and it says, I want you in the morning. Oh, okay. He says, in this song, he says, I don't want to see you smile. I don't want to see you smile. I want you in the morning before you go performing. And tell me something I don't know. Take me to the place where nobody goes. Let me get on your skin. Um, Let me find the demons that drive your heavenly limbs. Something like that. Mornings might be a little stressful. Somebody might wake up very slowly and then have to rush to get ready for their day. Hmm. Hmm. Well, first of all, they think you are an angel, which is sweet. They'd like to keep you in bed all day. Hmm. Right. Once again, I kind of got this in pile one, but somebody may have a job with a lot of responsibilities or a job where they may work under dangerous conditions sometimes or something, or somebody could be in the military or something. It's kind of like in bed together at the beginning of the day is like your safe space, and you're reluctant to go start your day because when you do, there's going to be stress and stressful situations, and not necessarily just stressful situations, but situations which require a lot of responsibility or careful handling. But at home with each other, like in the morning, you feel very safe and at peace with each other. Yes, like you're their angel. And also you two feel like okay, like your future spouse also feels like they can really trust you, like they feel really safe with you, like they feel um like you guys are super committed to each other and loyal to each other and like really locked in. So they feel really good about that. And they also love that you are I don't know, a fighter in some way. So they really admire that you are responsible, but also they just really like, I don't know, there's something about they like watching you get ready for work and they like that. And they admire how you deal with stressful situations and you figure out how to manage them, even though it's not easy. It requires like juggling, but it's like you make something good out of it somehow. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. So in the morning, so that's what they're thinking about you in the morning before you get out of bed. They love like cuddling with you, snuggling with you, and they feel really safe with you. And then they like watching you get ready for work or whatever you do. Okay. Oops. Okay, we had some drop on the floor. Yeah, they really feel like you're really good at handling difficult situations. Yeah, you could work with like the law in some way. You could be like a lawyer or something, but in some ways you're like making decisions. So people rely on you to make important decisions or to make important judgment calls. And you're very balanced. Like you're very oh my goodness. Yeah, you're very balanced and I can't think of the words that I want. I don't know. Anyway, these are things that they're thinking about you. Like, but also at the same time, it's like whenever you get out of bed and start getting ready for your day or whatever, it's like they already can't wait to see you again, or they are like you haven't left yet, but they already can't wait until you guys get to reconnect again. There's something about your energy that's like very patient and like careful, methodical, patient, takes its time. Yeah. And you're very focused on your work. I'm seeing that. Or you could be in school, you could be studying, but I think work. So this is how they see you. Yeah, they see you as somebody who's working on something, and also they really like the way that you think, and they really like the way that you say things. They probably really like your voice a lot. So they like listening to you talk. Even if you're talking to somebody else or you're on the phone with somebody else, they love hearing your voice. They love hearing you talk. They love, okay, because when they're listening to you work or listening to you talk, you're very patient and you have like a really nice patient voice. I don't know, that's like how you sound. And it might be that you're working in certain very stressful situations or around very stressful subjects, but like you bring balance and peace and a very calm, patient demeanor to everything that you're dealing with. Hmm. Yeah, like you're very even-tempered. Aw. Oh, they really admire you. They think you're really sexy. That's really cute. Yeah. I heard that's my person. That's my mm-hmm. That's my baby. That's my guy. That's my person. They want to, yeah. It's interesting. What do they want to do? Aw. They want to support you in whatever you're doing. It's like they want to, they want to have everything with you. So if you guys are not, so yeah, we're asking about spouse. So, hmm, I don't know. It's like they want to support you in whatever you're doing. So if they're at home and you are working, then it's like they want to make everything nice at home. Like, but I don't know. This is something about the house or home. They love having a house or home with you. Like they love living with you. They love having you around. Yeah, they love having you around. And they want to be there for you too. Aw. Yeah, there's a very calm, peaceful energy between the two of you and very trusting, like a strong connection, a lot of trust, and a sense of quiet wisdom and trust. And so there's a strong sense of stability. So they want to support that stability that they feel with you and like between you two. And so I don't know. Tell me more about the house or home. What is this? Hmm. So interesting. They enjoy having a house, home, household, family with you, family in whatever sense that that means. Like they like sharing a household with you, but also they want to support like your legacy in whatever sense that means. So that could be like through family or through work. So they just really want to help support you in some way. If you guys don't live together, then they want to live together with you, but also they want to support your individuality and freedom. That's interesting. It's like they recognize how your individuality and their individuality and your mutual freedom like creates a really strong foundation for everything in your life, like your shared life. Hmm. It's an interesting and unique energy. And once again, the Justice card. That's the second time. Yeah. For some people in this pile, there's something about the law or something about the justice system. Yeah, so definitely somebody here could be a lawyer. You could be a lawyer or something like that. But they really admire your mind and the way that you think, and they really value your individuality, authenticity. I don't know. They don't want to tie you down in any way. They just want to support you. But it's interesting because at the beginning we had locked up like you two are locked in. Yeah, that's a really interesting dynamic. Like you guys are really strongly committed to each other and locked in with each other, but or at least at the time that I'm picking up on, but there's like a strong priority on individuality and authenticity. Hmm, that's really cool. Yeah, they just want to support you in whatever way. So so that could look like really different things. But it's Queen of Gifts is Queen of Pentacles, so that is material in some way. So it could be like, hmm, it could be providing a home, it could be providing food, it could be providing other material resources. It just really depends on your situation. They just really want to support you in some way. Okay, but I want to get more to like what is their perspective on you? And what are they thinking of you? But we got that they really, I don't know. They really like watching you work or do your thing or whatever, and they want to support you in that. Ooh, we had a lot of fun with pile 1 asking about driving. So let's see. How do they feel when you are driving? How do they feel when you are driving them somewhere? How do they feel about that? Mm, they feel good about it. They feel like you're good at it. This is not the source of conflict that it was for pile 1. They like traveling with you, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys might like doing road trips or something. They actually enjoy traveling with you and they enjoy it when you drive. They even think it's sexy. Or they think you're fun. Like when you're driving, maybe you guys are having fun together. I don't think that you drive them very often. So if you are driving, it's because you guys are like probably going to do something fun. That's what it seems like. Like it's not something that happens very often and you guys are having fun. You might be listening to music or just like talking about people you know, laughing. Yes. Yeah, you guys have a lot of fun when you are going somewhere together. Yeah, they really trust your driving and they have a lot of fun with you. Okay. Well, fine. Whatever. That was undramatic. Let's try something else. What about at meal times? When you guys are eating or maybe cooking together or something, what is their perspective? What are they thinking of you? They feel like they learn something about you. Okay. So, oh, okay. But also they feel like you might like to be left alone when you're eating, or maybe you guys are eating alone. But if you guys are eating together or cooking together or sharing that time together, they feel like they're learning something about you. And also, when you're cooking, they like how um, clean you are and you have good like hygiene and you have good food safety. So they like that. But I think you guys are not usually eating together or you're not spending a lot of meal times together. I don't think you guys have dinner with each other every night. So actually, sometimes they might feel sad or they might miss you or they might even feel just a little bit jealous because at meal times they feel alone or they are alone. Wow. Yeah. They also might feel a little bit stressed out because they feel like they have to do everything themselves. Especially if you guys have pets or kids, they might be feeling like they're getting dinner on the table, feeding everyone and doing everything themselves, and you are not there or you're not mentally there. I think I found the source of conflict. Oh, but they still think you're sexy. They're still very attracted to you. That's why they miss you. Aw, but they'll wait up for you until you get home. If you're not there or if you're working, they'll wait up for you until you come to bed. Like they'll have a hard time sleeping when you're not in bed. But also, they could be really worried. This person could actually be really jealous about you. They might be making up all kinds of scenarios in their head about where you are, who you're talking to. I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing. Like they're really worried about what is happening when you're not at home. Or if they're not jealous, it's possible if you have some sort of like dangerous job or something that they're actually just worried about you. They might actually just be anxious and worried about you. Or if you're traveling, maybe they're worried about you getting home safe. So I don't know, it could be something like that. Yeah. But when you do have like a family meal, and you guys are all like focused on each other and they really love that. And it seems like you guys do that sometimes. Like occasionally you'll have like a family dinner or a family breakfast or something and you'll all so I'm getting that there's more than just the two of you. So it could be that you have dogs, cats, whatever, or you could have roommates. I don't know, but I'm just that's what I'm seeing. So this also could be in the future. Yeah, but you're not always there. Okay, anything else about, oh, okay. Um, mm, yeah, they probably feel overwhelmed sometimes. And then they also, geez. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, so sometimes they might feel like they can't get through to you, or, you're just like a stone wall. I don't know. Sometimes they might feel overwhelmed with whatever. I don't know. But then they feel ashamed about that. But they also feel like lucky to be with you because you guys love each other so much. They love you so much. They feel lucky, but sometimes they feel overwhelmed. Um, and then they feel ashamed about that. So they might feel overwhelmed because there could be like a whole household or something that they're managing themselves, or if that's not it, then they feel overwhelmed with their thoughts of jealousy or missing you, and then they feel ashamed that they can't like manage it better. Yeah, there's definitely children. I'm sorry, I'm getting that. Hmm. There's a lot going on here. Hmm. Okay, but you guys can manifest it how you want it to be. Yeah, that's a reminder of that. So, I don't know. I'm gonna clear some of that. Okay, what are they thinking? I think we kind of touched on this before, but what are they thinking about you when you're getting dressed and ready for your day? Aw. Yeah, they just love being with you. It just makes them very happy. They love having you like home. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. There's like just a really strong message that somebody here is like not home a lot or is not present a lot. Or if you are home, you're like tuned out a lot because you're busy mentally busy with something else. And they're really attracted to you. They find you very attractive and very sexy. But also you just make them really happy. Like they're just really, really happy and feel really satisfied and fulfilled just whenever you're around. That's sweet. Yeah, I think they're just a little bit jealous too. If it's not jealousy, then they just really, really miss you when you're not there. Okay, but they do handle the situation like gracefully. So um this is restraint and grace. So they probably wouldn't like tell you or like they wouldn't put that on you like they um yeah, I don't know. They would handle the situation gracefully and they would have a lot of patience. Yeah, because they don't mind really. They're not going to like create any drama about it or anything. They just miss you. That's what I think. Okay. Um, oh, also, if you like have if you have any kind of like musculature or anything, like they really like seeing your muscles when you are changing. I'm getting that. Or they think that you look really strong. They like that about how your body looks. Yes, and then you two are probably like making plans or like sharing your plans or yeah, talking about what you're doing and what you're working on. So planning, and they like looking forward also to plans that you two have together, especially if you have plans to travel. They like looking forward to that, and it helps them to be patient if they have something to look forward to. And they really admire you. That's so cute. Yeah, they really admire you and respect you. Okay. Um, hmm. And they would tell you so too. Yeah, they would tell you how they feel about you and what they think of you. Mm. Yeah, they really like it when you come home. hmm Yeah, they appreciate that that either you're a good planner or that together you guys make good plans together. So that makes them feel really secure and happy and satisfied. Yeah, and so I think there are children here with this pile. That's what I'm seeing. So again, if your children are dogs or hamsters or whatever, that's cool. But I'm just saying, like, there's more people involved here. People can be cats or horses or whatever. They're okay. So they have me using my Christmas deck, my Yule deck, and then December comes out. So there might be something specific about December for somebody. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying somebody could have a December birthday. Mm. Mm. They really like evenings with you. Yeah. They really like evenings with you, and that's why they would stay. I don't know, I'm really feeling like they would stay up and wait for you late if you were going to be home late. Hmm. What is that? Just a minute. What is this? There's something about, they also have really deep feelings for you, though. I feel like they don't show you how much they feel about you because they don't want to seem crazy or they don't want, like, that's the word that they're giving me. I don't like to say that, but they don't want to seem in any way unbalanced. And they feel, I think that they, okay, I think they feel like they really miss you a lot when you're not there, or they might even feel really jealous, but like you wouldn't even know that because they hide it so much. Yeah, you wouldn't even know that because they hide it so much and they seem very graceful and very patient and very just like calm, cool, and collected, even nonchalant. But like under the surface, they're chalanting like really hard. Hmm. It's possible that it's difficult for them to really show how they feel, except more so like physically and also materially. So they might like giving gifts. They might like giving you gifts and then also, um, yeah, expressing their affection physically. But also they think that you're very, very attractive. They really like how your body looks and they are worried about you meeting somebody else. But then they think that's silly. Like they don't even think that that makes any sense. Like they think that they're silly and they feel really like they feel really safe in this connection. So that's why they keep it to themselves because they know that they're being silly. Hmm. And they do trust you. Yeah. They really admire you a lot, actually. Like they really, really admire you. They think that you are um intelligent, have a very balanced temperament, like very even-tempered, kind, thoughtful, emotionally available. They know that you don't leave them feeling alone on purpose. They feel like you guys are aligned on values. If you have kids or pets or whatever, they think you're a great parent. They like how optimistic you are and you guys have fun together and you're responsible and you're interesting. And they also think that you're humble and honest and you have like a balanced lifestyle. So they really, really, really admire you and trust you. And they feel like they don't want, I don't like this though because it's not terrible, but like this is not good communication. But they feel like, do you know how people say, I think they say this in schools, like, is it helpful? Is it honest? Is it helpful? What is that? Is it helpful? Is it kind? Is it honest? Like, don't say it if it's not helpful or kind or honest. They feel like this is not helpful. They feel like if they were to tell you like how they really feel, like this is not a helpful thing to share. That's why they keep it to themselves. They don't want to hurt you or hurt a situation or create drama. Yeah, they just want to have a peaceful household. They just want to have a peaceful home. So they keep it all inside. Hmm, that's not super healthy though. Yeah. Hmm. Because there's also a danger that it could blow up potentially. But nonetheless, this is a really sweet connection but I think that it could be a bit intense, and I don't even know if you would like fully know that because it's all like under the surface. Okay. Well, that was intense. What are their favorite everyday moments with you? Aw. Yeah, they really love your voice. So they love it when you read to them or when you guys talk on the phone or um yeah, talking. They love to hear you talk. They love your voice. So, oh my goodness, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah. Again, they love talking to you. That's their favorite thing. They also love traveling with you. They probably do love it when you're driving too. They love working on literally anything with you. Like they love doing chores with you, cleaning up with you, spending time with you, going grocery shopping with you, or helping you with anything. Yeah, they love giving you things. They just love being there for you in whatever way they can. And then they miss you when you're not there. They love traveling with you, but if you have to travel without them, then they miss you. And they love how like versatile you are and how like multi-talented you are and you have all these different facets to you. And I heard that you are like different things to different people. They think that's really cool. You're also like the sort of person who could fit into a lot of different situations or scenarios like with ease. So they really admire that about you. But they also love talking to you and they love talking to you about different possible plans or even daydreams or even like wishes, fantasies, that kind of thing. And then talking about which ones you could make a reality, like maybe talking about all the different places that you could potentially travel to and then deciding where you guys want to go together. They also love that they feel like they can, this is ironic since they don't, but they feel like they can tell you anything. And they love how you hold space for their sadness or their difficult emotions when they do bring that out. But yeah, they don't really like to open up a lot, do they? Of course, they love. They love kissing you. Hmm. They really love traveling with you and they really love talking to you. Those are their favorite things. Yeah. They really love it when you're there. They just love your physical presence. Yeah, and they love driving with you, literally. They love playing with you and being playful with you. Hmm. Hmm. They just love your energy. Hmm. Makes them feel really joyful, really happy. Okay, is there anything else for pile two? Anything else for pile two? Hmm. They're giving me like messages for you. They're saying even if you go through a period of ill health or a period of depression or um some sort of setbacks or something, they're saying don't back down from your goals. They're also saying it's time to act, or don't back down from your goals. Okay, but take that with a grain of salt, okay? Because I don't know. That's just a message that may have come through for somebody. So yeah, this is interesting. They didn't do this with pile one, but they're giving me messages for you, pile two. They said, start with little things. Yeah. What is this? Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, like your person really enjoys your energy and they really enjoy being close to you. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This person might make more of an effort. This is interesting. Um, this person might make more of an effort to like strengthen or deepen your bond or your personal, yeah, your bond soon, okay? But it might be like an energy that you have to put out too. Yeah, because your person, pile two, is very, very independent. And they don't feel comfortable like relying on anybody else. They only like people relying on them. And they like to take care of other people and they don't like to be taken care of. They like plans and they like structure, but they really like you. Aw. You're like their favorite wish come true. You're their daydream. They couldn't love you more. Yeah. And if you're married, they love being married to you. And if you're not married, then that's what they would want. Like they really like you're just they admire you so much and they either really love you or depending on who's watching this and like where you are at in your connection, then they will really love you because they just yeah, it's like it's even like they're planning, like they're making plans because you are their wish and they would want to give you everything. But they probably need to open up more, but they may not. Just saying, they may not because it's probably really hard for them to open up. Anything else? Oh, yeah, it's probably easier for them to show their affection again physically, is what they're telling me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even if you wondered, like if it's just that, it's not because they either really love you or will love you again. People are watching this at different points. Yeah, but what they need to learn, okay, what this person needs to learn is that everyone gets to be taken care of because they feel very comfortable taking care of other people and they don't like being taken care of, but they need to learn that everyone gets taken care of. No one owes me. Everyone gets taken care of. They are free. I am free. I trust myself and I trust you too. Yeah, that would be a lesson. hmm Okay. And then for those of you who are watching this reading and you've not met your person yet or you're not in connection with your person yet, they're saying that that's coming soon. But take that with a grain of salt. Like, I mean, take that if it resonates for you, okay? hmm And they're also, okay, one last message. They're also telling me that it's important not to take any action towards this connection unless you're really ready, unless it really feels right. Because they say if you act too quickly, you can create severe disturbances in your emotional or your home life, in your emotional life or your home life, in your personal life, basically. Okay, I think that message is more so for people who feel like if you feel like this person isn't opening up to you enough, or you feel like don't chase. That's basically what they're saying. Like if you feel like somebody isn't opening up to you enough, you don't have to don't try to force it, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is. Don't try to force it. because the situation will unfold with energy. Like it's not force that makes it unfold. It's not force that makes their heart unfold. It's energy. It's an energetic thing. And the energy needs to be more relaxed than that. Okay, that's a kind of a weird message to come through at the end, but anything else? Aw, okay. So they're saying that, okay, that is actually a really good energy. That feels much better because I was feeling so much tension before and even like tension in my throat. And now when because they were telling me don't have that energy, right? But here's the energy that they're giving me. The energy of gratitude. It's like a hug. It's like saying thank you. It's like thank you and I love you very much, right? It's just gratitude. It's just presence. It's just being there. It's just being fully present with your energy in a spirit of gratitude. That's what's going to shift the situation and help people to like open up more. Okay. All right, pile two. That was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. Maybe we'll revisit this reading another time in a different energy and see if we have like slightly different scenarios come through. That would be fun. But anyway, let me know what you thought of this reading, and if you have other ideas, let me know, okay? I'll see you guys in another reading, okay? Bye. Hello, pile three. If you chose the oak card and the beautiful smoky quartz cluster, excuse me, I have like an immediate tickle in my throat. Goodness. All right. I'm just going to do a little bit of Palo Santo smoke here. A little smoke clearing, a little saning. Okay. All right, let's start with an energy check-in. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is an energy check-in. Your wishes are coming true. You might be engaged. You're likely engaged, or you just got a new house, or you just moved in together with somebody. Anyway, it's a big step. It's a big personal step. So it's getting a house, moving in together, or getting engaged, or getting married house. There's definitely something about you probably just moved in together with somebody, or you're planning to, or you just got a house. It's one of those things. This is your energy check-in, and then we'll switch to the reading where we see what your spouse or future spouse's perspective and thoughts of you are. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. So you might have got your dream house, or it was just a dream of yours to live with this person. So it's either the house is the dream or the person is the dream or both of maybe all of that. It's it's something that you wished for secretly for a long time. Also, somebody could be pregnant. That can be a signifier for somebody. Okay, but so that's not for everybody, but for some of you, you are single or have been single for a long time. But it's finally coming to an end, but also you're finally coming to know and understand your fate and your destiny. Like you feel that you understand your path and you feel that you understand what was the point of it all and like where it was going. You're really coming to a lot of completion, clarity, and understanding in your life. Hmm. And you're really very abundant right now also. Yeah, also could be having some sort of windfall or something, but it's more likely that, yeah, it's more likely to be a product of your work. Um, and it's likely to be a house or home. Interesting. Yeah, but it's something that you've hoped and wished for and worked towards for a long time. Okay, that was your energy check-in, pile 3. I want to read about oak though. So let's see, this is number 19. This is the Magickal Botanical Oracle deck. So oak is associated with, that's interesting. We've been getting the same signs, and I didn't do this on purpose. Like I didn't choose these cards for the signs. But these are the same signs that we had for pile 2 for what it's worth. So this is Sagittarius, Pisces, and Leo. And you do not have to have those signs, but those are just the signs that are coming out that are associated with oak. But associated with smoky quartz is Scorpio. So you also could be a Scorpio. But I'm also hearing Libra. The magic of oak is one of protection and strength, as well as fertility and abundance. Hmm. Oak teaches us when to stand tall and true without yielding, and when our inflexibility is simply a sign of stretching beyond our current capabilities because we must adapt to survive. The Oak King is the epitome of strength and vigor. He also knows when it is time in the cycle to yield to another season to keep balance. Oak helps us to learn to take on what is ours to take on and not take on so much that we are overwhelmed or break. Strength, protection, and good fortune. Nice. Okay. But let's find out. Ooh. All right, let's find out, what does your spouse think of you? How do they see you? How do they view you during everyday activities? They think you're cute. They might see you as young or childlike or even potentially naive, but not necessarily. It could just be that you kind of like get lost in something that you're focused on and they think it's really cute. Yeah, you have like a sort of youthful enthusiasm. They feel like they feel like your love, your romance is strong and growing in like through every season of life. They feel very safe and secure with you. They feel, I don't know, like there's a nice relaxed feeling here. Like it feels like you can take your time with each other. Like there's no rush. Like you're always going to be there. Like you'll always be there for each other. I don't know. That's just what it feels like. And they also might feel like it's a second chance, like being with you feels like a second chance, or like something that they gave up on or almost gave up on. Yeah, there's a much more relaxed energy here than there was for with well, I don't know. We're we're still early in the reading, but so far this is interesting because there's a lot of energy, like there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of sizzle. There's a lot of electric vibe there, but there's also a very calm energy. So, okay, let's see what else we get. They really enjoy being with you all year round, though. Yeah, satisfaction. Like I think all year round, any time of day, they just absolutely love having you there and being there with you. And one of the things they love the most about you is your joyful and enthusiastic spirit and energy. And they love who you are as a person. Like they really see you as an individual and they just really enjoy you and having you around. Hmm. Aw, yeah, and they really trust you. There's a very grounded energy here. Like they just love being with you in the moment. It's a very relaxed, grounded energy. There's a lot of trust, there's a lot of satisfaction, there's a lot of freedom to be individuals. This is super healthy, you guys. I really like this energy. Yeah, it's very balanced. Oops. All right. They were gonna drop that many cards, but yes, okay. Yeah, they feel very at home around you and they feel very confident with you and they feel like they can rest with you and they feel like you are very open, like you two are very open with each other. This is certainly not for everyone, but some of you may have an open relationship, which they feel very comfortable and confident in that relationship. That wouldn't be for me personally. That would not make me feel comfortable or confident. But anyway, yeah, but for some of you, but they feel like you guys are very open with each other. And yeah, it's just such a calm energy here. Also, for some of you, they like to watch you sleep or they like to see you sleep or yeah, they think you look really cute when you're sleeping or they think that you look almost childlike when you're sleeping, like very sweet. But they also love you and your confidence and again, it goes both ways where they also feel they love to see you sleeping around them like rested, like completely at peace. And they also feel completely rested at ease and at peace around you. Like they feel at home with you. And you make them feel very confident and they like to see you very confident. They love going out with you. And also, they love that you can open up to them and they can open up to you. You guys have a very balanced connection and a very balanced life. There's a lot of trust there and a lot of deep satisfaction and happiness. There's also an ability that you two have to say no to each other and take time away from each other if you need to. That's really healthy too. Okay. Tell me about mornings. What are mornings together like? For pile three. What are mornings together like? Not a morning person. Okay. Yeah, somebody doesn't like getting up in the morning. Mornings are unpleasant. But your spouse, hmm, your spouse may bring you coffee or something, or may even bring you breakfast in bed, or they bring you something. So, um, they just have a very patient energy. They're very, very patient with you. Your future, well, your spouse or your future spouse, depending on where you guys are at in your connection, could even be like your alarm clock. Like they might wake you up, or they might wake you up patiently, gradually, and slowly, possibly. Or it's possible that you're somebody who has your alarm clock going off like every 5 minutes for like 45 minutes because it takes you a really like long time to wake up, and they would be very patient with that process. Oh, because you are their world. You are the most important thing in their life. And they're very soft and tender and patient with you. That's really sweet. My gosh. Yeah, because they're like a really good friend to you, but they also it's obviously more than that. They're also really attracted to you, of course. Yeah, but they love living with you. Okay. Anything else about the mornings? You could be in school, or you're in a process of like building your career or learning something at work. But you're really focused on either your work or your studies. You also could be taking online classes. They love watching you study or concentrate. Yeah, they think that you are really sexy or really pretty or really handsome or something like, I don't know. Um, yeah, that's kind of funny, but like even if you're just concentrating on something, they like to see you concentrating. Oops. Yeah, and they definitely are bringing you coffee or something, or they like to bring you coffee or tea or whatever it is that you are drinking. Or maybe it's food. They like bringing you things. Hmm. But they also like to interrupt you. Aw. They try not to interrupt you. Like they actually have a lot of. Okay, this is especially if you are taking online classes or working from home. They really want to interrupt you, but they do hold themselves back most of the time. Also, if you are like using like swear words or you're like kind of talking in kind of a rude way, they really find that attractive. But they really like having, I think that you are working from home or studying from home or something, or maybe, or I don't know, but you're home a lot maybe. And they really like having you there because they like the ability to go do something fun spontaneously. Like I think you must have a pretty flexible schedule because they do like interrupting you. They actually really do like interrupting you. And stealing several minutes of your time, but most of the time they're not interrupting you, but sometimes they are. Hmm. Okay, but also in a deeper and more spiritual sense, they feel like when you two together are alchemizing negative energies or alchemizing old energies, dissolving stagnant energies, releasing old programs and blocks, dispelling doubt. Like being together infuses your being with positive, joyful energy for both of you. It soothes and brings balance to your emotions, promotes optimism and hope, enhances self-confidence, self-worth, and instills that deep sense of calm that we were picking up on before. So, it's very playful and cute and sexy, but also there's like something very deeply spiritual and like very deeply strong about this connection too, and about the moments that you guys share with each other. And your future spouse feels kind of a little bit possessive of you, but I don't think it's like too much because I'm getting a very calm, grounded energy. So it's not like weirdly possessive or jealous or anything like that. But hmm, they like having you all to themselves, even though they don't. Obviously, not in every moment, but they like having you all to themselves. And yeah, they like pulling you away from your work or pulling you away from what you're focused on or what you're studying. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. They have a thing about interrupting you occasionally I don't know. That's a thing for you guys. Anyway, they also really like your voice. They really like the way that you think about things. They really like talking with you. They really like how honest and what's the other word that I'm looking for? Like frank. They like how frank you are, like just very like forthright and very, I don't know, you just like tell it like it is, I guess, or something like that. Yeah, they really like pulling you close to them though, like physically, like pulling you in and pulling you close. Like putting their arm around your waist or something like that, or even grabbing your face gently and pulling you in for a kiss or something like that. They like pulling you in, literally and physically. Hmm. Yeah, this is nice because this connection, there's no stubbornness and there's good communication. There's like yeah, there's an easiness to your it's so interesting because the very first card we got is the Five of Cups. That not before, because we got cards before, but like for this part of the spread, we got the Five of Cups, which is like mourning or like disappointment or like letting something go. And And so like it's interesting because I don't think that you like getting up in the morning, which is kind of funny. Like you're not a morning person maybe, but there's also something about how like being able to be so open and honest and authentic with your emotions is really allowing you to have like a very, very grounded life with each other, like a very balanced and authentic life with each other because you've learned to not suffer, to I don't know. It's a very fluid energy between the two of you. Mhm. Yeah, but they're also really, really attracted to your body. So if you're wondering what they're thinking about when they're watching you go about your like daily, everyday things, they are they like your voice. They think it's really cute when you're working, reading, concentrating on something or something like that, but they're also really attracted to your body and they think you look really sexy. But they're also not afraid to have difficult conversations with you. Like they enjoy talking with you. And they have your spouse or future spouse has a very optimistic outlook. Like going into a difficult conversation, they feel like the problem is already 99% corrected just by the fact that we're talking about it right now. Like that's how optimistic they are. Like they're not even worried about it. They're not going into a conversation thinking, oh my goodness, are we going to be able to work this out? They're like, oh, just the fact that we're talking about it right now, it's like 99% solved. That's so funny. So they're just very, very confident in this connection, feeling like as long as you guys keep moving along in the direction that you want to go in, that you will be able to manifest confirmation, literally anything that you want like that. They just really, really believe in your connection and they really believe in you. And this is also someone who's both of you are really willing to be vulnerable with each other and they're not afraid to like show your feelings. So if this is a progression of energy, that would be really nice because pile one and pile two could definitely take some notes here. Yeah, it's like you in this pile, you already decided and you're very clear and disciplined about what you want. You're very clear on what you want and very disciplined about what it takes to get there. And also, I feel like it did take you time to arrive at this clarity. And also, there was an element of releasing anything out of your life that didn't fit in with this life. Mhm. And also, you two are really good at moving energy between the two of you too. And aw, but also they just really love holding you. That's so sweet. Hmm. Okay, let's see what else we get. How do they feel, or what is their perception of you when you're like doing chores around the house? Oh, they really appreciate it. They really see you too. Like, it's not invisible. It's not like they think that a little fairy comes out and washes the dishes. Like, they really appreciate what you do. Yeah, they really admire you a lot and appreciate you. And they would tell you so. Hmm. Interesting, though. They don't necessarily feel like they can help you. Gifts. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Because maybe they're not there. Because they're not there or they're busy or something. I don't know. You might feel like you're doing more of the cleaning or more of the chores or something, but they feel bad about it and they really, really appreciate you and they would tell you so. and they would do other things for you. Okay, interesting. Okay. How do they feel when you're driving, or what is their perspective when you're driving? Like when you're driving them somewhere. It's fine. It's good. They like it if you're the designated driver. So you might be somebody who doesn't, like you may not drink. And so if you guys are going to a party or something and you are the designated driver, like they really like and appreciate that. That's funny. They also really like traveling with you. They really like that you guys can take turns driving with each other if you're like going on a road trip or something. Oh, they love vacationing with you. Okay. They love traveling with you when you guys are going on vacation together. They think that you're really good to travel with. They think that you are a good traveler because you have, um, I don't know, you're like reliable and you don't pack too much or too little. Like you pack everything that you need, but it's not too much. And you have like a compatible approach to like planning your excursions or events or itinerary or whatever. Yeah, but also they love reconnecting with you emotionally. Um, they really look forward. Okay, they actually really, really look forward to traveling with you because it's a time when you guys can reconnect emotionally. And they feel even potentially like kind of burnt out or tired, like in between these vacations or these excursions. So it feels like it really, yeah, when you guys are reconnecting with each other in this way, like there is something, some sort of spiritual alchemy happening, and it really helps to heal their soul. Hmm. Okay. Let's go to evening. Evening. Tell me about the evening. What's their perspective of pile three in the evening? Oh, they feel a lot of romance in the evening, like they're really in love with you. And they also feel like you really love them. It's very romantic. Yes, and they think you look super, super sexy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So the evening is a thing. That's definitely a time when you guys are connecting. There's a lot of passion. Okay. Yeah, yeah, there's a bit of possessiveness. Like there's like a grabbiness, but like not in a bad way, but like when I was seeing before, like they like to pull you close, like they're very like physically possessive like that. Yes. They like to feel like you are theirs, like mine, like yeah, that kind of possessiveness. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They also, okay. They also might have a thing like specifically about being married, like specifically like that. Like they really like to know that you're theirs and only theirs. And so they might have like they think it's really sexy to be married, basically. Like to have it be official, I guess. Okay, yeah, actually, this person could actually be quite possessive sometimes. That's so interesting because I was getting such a balanced energy before. Okay, but I guess in the evening or at night, um, a different side of them comes out. So in this picture, this gentleman is like hoarding the last of the boxes of candy canes. Like he's completely cleared the shelves, he's bought them out. And so this sort of, and then we have the same sort of like hoarding, resource guarding energy like here. So this is that possessiveness, and it's like bordering on obsession. The Krampus card is the devil card in this deck. And of course, if you're familiar with tarot, you know that the devil is not the devil usually necessarily, but it does um, denote obsessiveness or like really, really, really strong desire. And so, yes, there's a strong possessiveness and a strong, mm, hmm, I don't know, I'm running out of words. Yes, they like to feel very close to you and feel that you are all theirs in the evening. Hmm. And to have fun with it too. Okay. Yeah, but that's interesting because I think it's also like very private. Like that's not a side of them that they would normally let out or like that people would see. Hmm. But it's so interesting. But they are very soft and tender with you, which is really sweet. Oh, oh my gosh. Look, whether you're watching this as a feminine or masculine, this is the king and queen of gifts. That's the king and queen of pentacles. Regardless of gender, your spouse or future spouse really, really loves taking care of you, like physically and materially. And there's like a really strong, stable, like strong, grounded, trusting energy between the two of you. And they really enjoy just having a family with you in whatever sense, guys, having a house with you, having a home with you, having a life with you, but also physically holding you. So this is interesting because for Oak, we got Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, but this is also Earth signs. So definitely strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming through here because of that groundedness, that trust, that stability, the physicality, the material aspect of it, and yeah, something very like possessive and sensual about it too, very earthy energy. There's also a message though that how you see them, like they see you the same, but like obviously in the other, if you unless you guys are like same gender or same sex couple or whatever, but like they see you very similarly, but like as their counterpart. Yeah. Like you guys have a matching energy. So they find you to be somebody who feels very safe, very like home, very secure. Like they feel very at home in your arms and they just love having like your life together. Like they love having a life with you. Okay, so let me go here. What are other things that they think and what are other perspectives that they have about you during just everyday life? They love yeah, they love how you're into health. They love, like, if you're doing some sort of like special diet or special detox juice cleanse or whatever, or you have like your supplements, your supplement stack or whatever you're doing, they love that. And they love doing that with you. Yeah, they love doing like your diet, healthy lifestyle or whatever together. And also they think it's really sexy and it's like a way that you guys can um nurture the spark, like the chemistry between the two of you. And also it's good for your physical energy too. Like taking care of your health helps you to have more energy for each other and for the rest of your life. That's a nice thing to share together. So they might like doing some sort of like diet program or some sort of fitness program together with you, or some sort of like special meal plan or eating regimen or something. They feel really lucky with you and to be with you. Aw, they love going on dates with you. Yeah, there's a really patient energy here. They love how patient you are and they feel really patient with you. Tell me about dates. They really look forward to dates with you. Okay, so even during everyday life, they love having a date planned so that they can look forward to it, like in the future. Hmm. They also love how smart you are and they love like what you know, like your knowledge. And they love talking to you and they love hearing your voice. Did that come through in every single reading? Maybe that came through in every pile. But anyway, they really love, yeah, like basically like your knowledge base. Like they love how much you know about something. They think that you're really smart. They also love that they have like this completely secret side to your connection. Like I think you guys have a very like your sexy side of your connection is like very secret and private, and they like that. I don't think that people would even guess like what you guys are like. Hmm. Yeah, because um because on the surface you're presenting as like very stable and very like secure, very staid, very practical, calm, quiet, grounded, logical, whatever, all of that kind of thing, which you kind of are, like you are like that. But you guys have this other, um, you have this other connection, don't you? Yeah. But they also just really love having a house with you, and they love how your love like makes a house a home. So this is interesting. I wonder if you guys do have dinners together, unlike pile one and pile two. Let's see. Do you guys do family dinners? Mm, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you do. Yes, sometimes you do. But yeah, okay, so sometimes you do separate dinners and sometimes you do family dinners and sometimes you go out on like dates together. Hmm. Okay. Mm, that's funny. And so I was like, okay, but like, what do they think of you? Like, what's their perspective of you? Like, because that's what we're asking. Like, when you guys are doing everyday things, what are they thinking of you? What's their perspective of you? And we get the Krampus card again, which again is that obsessive desire. So, yeah, I don't know. Are you aware of that, pile three? Do you know that your spouse has this like obsessive desire that they completely hide, like this strong secret desire that they have for you during just everyday, normal, quiet moments, even though they have all of this patience, and both of you have all of this patience, nice, calm, quiet, balanced, patient, beautiful relationship. But if we're asking, like, what is their perspective of you during everyday life stuff? Um, yeah, it might even be a little bit on the freaky side, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's what their perspective is. Anything else? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they love traveling with you. They also might, like when they're just watching you go about your daily, everyday activities or whatever, they feel like they want to just run away with you. Just just drop everything and go. Or like whisk you away. Yeah. Yeah. Steal you away. Hmm. Yeah, particularly if you ever like are very busy with whatever boring stuff you have going on and you don't have time for them or you don't have a lot of like attention for them in that particular moment, that's when they really, really feel like they wish that they could whisk you away from everything so that they could have your full attention. But they don't obviously act on that because they have a very balanced way of actually acting. Yeah. But they love planning opportunities for you to travel together or to be able to spend more uninterrupted time together. Yeah. Yeah. Because they really, really love being close to you and feeling close to you. Yeah, that's probably their favorite thing. So I don't know if you realize that during everyday life, they're really just thinking about the next time that they can get you alone to themselves. That is what they are thinking about. But they're also admiring your intelligence and whatever your skill set is, like they admire that. And they feel really safe and secure and happy, balanced, peaceful, grounded with you. So they're really happy about all of that. It's a very happy, balanced, grounded, healthy connection. But their everyday thoughts of you, their everyday perspective of you is that they want to pull you in, pull you back, whisk you away, and they can't wait until the next opportunity to actually be able to do that. That is what they're thinking about you. That's kind of sweet. Okay. Okay, any last messages for pile 3? Yeah, if they, okay, so if they're not showing this all the time, or if sometimes your spouse like pulls away, or your future spouse pulls away, it could just be that sometimes this person actually does sometimes get really burnt out, and then they tend to retreat into themselves when they're feeling mentally exhausted. Yeah. So actually getting those special moments together is actually really, really important. Like you guys actually really need that. Hmm. But also, if you were wondering if you are enough for your person, you absolutely 100% totally are. Yes, because they're like obsessed with you, but in a really positive way, I guess. Yeah, but actually, somebody here is experiencing burnout or is in danger of experiencing burnout. They're specifically giving me that because somebody has really high standards and somebody is a giver. Hmm. Okay, anything else for pile 3? Hmm. I don't know. They said you just need to figure out a way to tolerate being in the present moment without fighting, fleeing, or freezing. Those are like fighting, fleeing, freezing. Those are those trauma responses? Fight, flight, freeze, right? Is that what it is? It says you just need to figure out a way to tolerate being in the present moment without fighting, fleeing, or freezing. You can do that. Okay. Oh, somebody needs to cut. Okay, somebody watching this needs to drink less coffee or less caffeine and see the bigger picture. So that's a message for someone who's watching this now. Because sometimes you may have big bursts of energy, and then other times are times when you need to rest more. So it's okay if your energy isn't consistent. This is just a random message for somebody who's watching this. Yeah, because sometimes you will have a lot of energy and you can just like work around the clock. And then other times you may feel like your body needs a lot more rest, and that's normal for you. That's normal for your energy type, okay? So if you're trying to like maintain that same rate of productivity or that same level of work like consistently, and so you're trying to artificially promote that consistency with like say caffeine, that's not going to be healthy for you and you are going to burn out. And so if you can let go of the need. Yeah, release the need to work consistently, knowing that sometimes you're going to be more productive and other times you're going to be less productive because it's a time when you need to rest and just focus on other things so you can have this really balanced life. Because what I'm seeing here with you and your spouse or future spouse is a very, very balanced life. So if you're not feeling like you're there right now, then you need to remember that you are a unique individual with your own energy type. And you need to remember what your priorities are and what is most important for you. And also, it's safe for you to be empowered. Like, it's safe for you to be powerful. It's safe for you to be seen. It's safe for you to be known. It's safe for you to be. Yeah, okay. I don't know. That's what they're telling me. And somebody, okay. Your person is really, it's not somebody. Your person is really, really, really attracted to you. In case you were wondering about that, they're like really physically and mentally and emotionally attracted to you. And they're kind of, yeah, they're kind of a little bit obsessed with you. Okay. Anyway, that's your message, pile 3. I hope that was helpful to you. If you guys have any other ideas for other readings that I can do, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if this resonated, and I hope to see you guys in another reading, okay? Bye.